And here we are back, me playing as Jagesta here on this 11 cent tournament on Pokerstars. Uh, we start with 3000 stacks. I get pair of threes, which is fold call hand. I was like, because, well, he goes all in or he goes all in, I might call them, but it's most likely that I'm just trying to hit a set and there's and that is definitely something I'm not gonna play all in. And as you remember from the first hour, I kind of give this guy for respect for unknown reasons. I just have this feeling that he's ahead of me, and I was not that off. I'd say about under the gun in tournaments, pairs 5, 2 to 5 don't play very well, and there's also possibility that you will be pushed out of it, so you're kind of giving money away. So I was kind of thinking at the beginning that it's either a fold or a call, and I made the decision to call it like with some strength. And that was kind of weird. King Jack on Ace King table. Here's a hand that because of the position I could actually play this one, but I'm kind of afraid that he will go all in and it would be a waste of money, so I'm just gonna let them fight out this round. But because it's like 2 blinds, get very good odds, 700 to 2000, that's 1 out of 3 almost. I would have backdoor flush and a backdoor straight, and that's it, nothing else. So did waste money there, I'm kind of happy. And because of the ace on the table, it would not be very hard for me to even think that I'm ahead in any level, or that I could bluff somebody out. Here I have a very good premium hand, which is not an awesome hand. It's more like raise and fold hand, except against this guy. Mephi 100 fill. Gonna put 3 blinds, so it's a bit above. Yeah. I could go 4 blinds because the ante is so much higher, but and he's thinking there. If I bet he's gonna call me, I might be ahead, but yeah, I'm playing much weaker than I should be. Well, he could have called with 6-7, and I was thinking that I might be ahead, but I gave him the chance. He might have been like trying to do a check raise against me with a set or something. But ace queen is one of those hands that they are very good before the flop. They don't. There are several hands that are behind every pair. Ace king. But I was in a good position. I'm gonna fold this one for reasons not discussed. And if you're thinking what's that drinking sound, it's my second Guinness. Rule is basically 1 Guinness per hour, but I might open another Guinness during this session, so we'll see. It's not usually very advisable to drink while you play, so that's why if you drink, you should. Well, there's a Finnish rule to this: drink as little as you can. And we'll soon see how it works out. Okay, Ace King. That's definitely a premium hand, and with a lower stack, you can go all in with this hand. And 100 and 1000, 1200 would be a decent raise here. The only person I really had to be scared is this one, but as I told on the first episode, he has a limp, so actually it's gonna be 1600 now. Showing great much of strength, and if he folds, I still have 1400 made. Flop is not that great. Gonna do a continuation bet, but I also committing myself, so if he goes all in, I have to call it. But I don't think we are going to go there. I think he realized also that if he's gonna bet, he has to go all in. But it would have been a great place to trap on me if he would have a set, check me, hope I do a continuation bet, and then push me all in and wait for me to pay. There's a good chance that about continuation bets that if you're playing heads up 2 out of 3, your opponent will miss the flop. So you should be doing continuation bets just based on that match more than half of the time, 60% or more. 100% might be too much. I don't know. I don't really have like an idea which would be like the perfect amount of perfect rate for continuation bets, but it's somewhere between 50 and 100%. I would say 60, 70, because that also keeps good players involved, because even if you hit something, even if there's ace on the table and you don't have the ace, or when you have, especially when you have the ace, they don't believe your ace if they're following the game very well, so it kind of has many merits. So even if you might lose a hand or lose more money like continuation betting constantly, you might also make it back. But it can also be like get easily trapped in situations, especially like in tournaments which are fast-paced like this one, and you don't really have that many hands to play with. You can't really wait for hands. You just have to continuously build up your stack. We have some action. Okay, here I'm gonna try limping. This is very dangerous because there might be lots of people limping as well, so I'm kind of like behind. But there's also a good chance that people will raise, so I can re-raise them back. But it seems like we're not going there at the moment. My hope rests here. Oh, we got a raise, which is good. Even better. So now I'm gonna just call this because I hope that at least this guy goes in, and if they have a pair, I hope they will not see a set there, and a 7, which makes a straight. But I still think I kind of I got all in when I was still ahead. And maybe somebody made a notice that I can limp with an ace, so played out. I was playing it, I don't know if you could play it better, but it was also kind of risky. And 1/3 of the players out, and bubble is at 6:30, but you know, you get 11 cents. So basically get your buy-in if you make it to the bubble. Here is I don't really like my hand, but I could get perfect pot odds if he doesn't go all in. Now had 4. I don't know what he's playing. Might be playing the ace. I don't really know. But fair to say I don't know if the situation would have been different if I would have bet there. Would he have folded then? Because if that would be the situation, probably had the best hand. And here is going to be a thing called squeeze. There's limps. I'm gonna put 2000 from position and just hope that I'm not gonna be raised back. If he raises me back, I'm just not gonna believe it. So I hit bottom pair, but I also got a backdoor flush. And because I already raised, I'm gonna do a continuation bet with half of the pot, which also makes me committed. He might have something because he was thinking of what to do, but enough respect, and got some of my money back from him. But I don't think that would have been possible if I would have just called it, because half of the pot would have been here's 3 blinds. So I'm just gonna check what that's about. And if he goes all in, they can't raise, but he didn't, so money wasted. Oh. Well, I would have been behind there, so I don't think even if it would have played out very well, I wouldn't be very proud of my game, because it would have been because I got lucky. I got more lucky than skillful, so because if it would have been based on skills, it would have been a bad call against calling all in from ace king with king 10, because you really need the 10. King doesn't do any good for you. Or ace queen jack 9 for straight, but yeah. And my position has changed here, so 9 deuce was not a playable hand. Ace and 8 offsuit. I really don't know much about players. I have 20 blinds, so I'm gonna be putting a notch down on my gear, so Brazil against China. think it even if that was a bluff, it was well adjusted because there was a behavior that makes you believe that he had something and he was not afraid of the queen on the table. That's a weird call. He's doesn't really have a stack to go on, so it only makes sense if he was playing on amplified odds, kind of like if he hits it he will get it all. I'm gonna limp here even if these players don't know that I also limped with aces, so but this time I hope that nobody raised against me except this guy. I kind of have the feeling that he's loose and passive. There was a check. I should be betting here, but now I got still think I'm kind of ahead here. Definitely. Minimum raise is kind of like there was 2 jacks on the flop, and I don't know which book. I think maybe all of them say that you should be slowing down them so that somebody else can get a good profit from there. So I was kind of behaving that I have a jack because I didn't bet there. When he bet, I min raised him the minimum amount of money put in there, and he had bought us for everything, but he was probably thinking that this is a trap, which is something I wanted him to believe. So also it could be that my queen was ahead, so you never know. A free flop, and I hit 9. No outs there. Sad. One blind. But odds are just too great. I think that was a bad flop for my 9 because it would have made him a straight, so okay, here's a decent hand. Unfortunately I have 15 blinds to go, so I'm gonna use this hand. I was planning to use it. Min raise, min raise. I want them out, so I'm just gonna min raise here. And it's not against them, it's against them. And he has no reason to raise above that. Now kind of presented something very strong already, so I could make this work as an ace. And but as you can see, it's just a bluff, so and he continues with that one, so I'm going to be pushing him in a weird play, and this is something I just have to fold. I played it terribly, I'm sorry about it. And now my stack is that I have to go all in or fold, so well, at least I got all in hand. Poker gods are thinking that I deserve another chance, so I'm gonna be using that. Hopefully getting some of my stack back from him. Well, at least he's giving me a chance for that one. But this is going to be painful. So painful. And there was a min raise, so don't wanna see an ace. Now we can see ace. So we got some of the money back that we lost in that horrible game. And I might have been much better off playing that hand, playing my stack against him with that money that I had. And now deuce 6 offsuited, no chance in hell. I might go all in on a dealer button against smaller stacks, but I would hate them to call me because I basically would be giving them chance to double up, and there's not that many hands that would actually be worse. I would be playing the idea that they don't have pairs, ace, king, queen, king, jack, that they have something like 9, 9, 5, 9, 6, even though they would be ahead of me. I'm still in a position where I'm stack is too low, so my usual idea is when you have 10 blinds or less, you don't really go to see flops. You only make other people make them pay for the flop and hope that you have the best hand at the end. This is a difficult situation for him because he probably has a like decent hand or something that could play out, but it's his tournament. Although I don't have less than 10 blinds, so I'm kind of overreaching here, and he called with kings, which is a very good reason to call. I was thinking why did he take so long. Maybe he was thinking because I had queens, could I have the aces, but I don't think he really had any excuses not to expect of my aces. Or maybe he was out there smoking a cigarette and saw all kings, and that's it. So that was my game. I came out it's hand on hand, so I might actually still make it to the money. We'll see. This is Bubble Boy, my nickname. I usually when I drop out and it really pisses me off, it's just one before the bubble or just one before the final table. Being the 11th or 12th person on a 2000 people or 1000 people tournament, it's worse than death. It's like you want to start a new game, but you really don't feel like you want to push it till to the end, so kind of give up. So we are here exciting to see if we get our buy-in back, which is what you get if you get inside the bubble. And I got inside the bubble. I became 613th, and that was only because of my stack size. So thank you for watching, and don't hold your horses for me to come back again anytime soon. Have a nice evening and so on. Jagesta out.